All right, Annie, you are on.
Hi, good morning. Hi, Robin.
Hey girl, what's up?
Well, rocking and rolling. I just had a question about webinars. That's kind of like honestly so far been my biggest struggle as far as getting my numbers up for webinars.
Mhm.
And I wondered in the past, I'd heard, and I'm pretty sure they're talking primarily about online marketing needing 3 to 4 days.
Mhm.
And then in the past, I'd heard, oh, you don't really necessarily want to mail anything out. If you do, put a QR code. But webinars, people don't necessarily respond and pulse until the last couple days. But what's
Well, I
your
wouldn't
thoughts
say
on that?
that. No, I wouldn't say that. We typically don't start promoting a webinar if it's just a regular webinar, like an hour to 90-minute kind of webinar. We don't typically start promoting that out until like 5 days before, right? And we
Okay.
do mostly digital. And that's because if you promote it sooner, you'll get registrations. It's just you gotta like have a show up rate then, because what happens is people register and then they forget and they don't. So if the closer it is, like they're more likely to show. All right.
Gotcha.
Now you can always do like a mailing with a QR code and go enroll, get instant access to our this course, or like we could call it a digital workshop or a virtual event, or you can use it like something like that, right? And so with webinars though, yeah, if you're doing digital marketing, email, social media, you can even do some calls and stuff like that.
Sure.
5 days out. Right now, here's the other thing. We do virtual events where it's like a half day. Like we did that with MSP launch. We did this big virtual half-day workshop, and there's breaks and different speakers and the whole thing. That will start promoting a couple weeks out, because it's literally a 3-4 hour time block. So people need to get that on there. But then once you do it, the thing is, it's not just the live, then you could put it on demand and you could make it evergreen. And there are sessions up on the dashboard. Like Mike Stodola has done sessions for Producers Club members. I know you're one. Where they where he's talked about how to put a webinar on evergreen, and then you can use it over and over and over again, right? And then it's not time bound. It's literally, you're just if it's a good webinar, you do it live, but then you just put it on autopilot.
Okay, that makes sense. I'm sure one of the challenges too is coming up with a real specific topic that people can relate to.
Yeah.
That gets their interest, where why do they want to sit, and spend 30 minutes on a webinar if they weren't like looking for cybersecurity, and making it something that hooks them in basically. And that's something I'm working on trying to get better at, I guess I should say, and kind of grab ideas from a lot of different places that I see out there.
Do an ask email where you email I know it's up on the dashboard somewhere, so I'm going to verbally give it to you, but it's up there somewhere. You basically email your clients and like, can I ask you for a favor? It's like kind of the subject line or something like that. Say, I'm trying to create a series of webinars for our clients that they'll find interesting. Let me ask you, could you reply back and tell me what would be one subject you would love to see us go, explain on a webinar? And so go to your clients and poll your clients and find out what they want to learn about.
Okay.
So that's one approach. Sometimes they don't know, but I think a lot of people, also you gotta make it a C-level. You got to make sure that the title is something a CEO is going to want to attend. Right. So, like I was talking to another member, and it was the one webinar. They were doing webinars and they weren't having any success, but the one that actually got a little bit of response was, things your insurance company is not telling you that will cause them to deny your claim. And it was all about cyber events, and how if you have insurance for liability, cyber liability or crime insurance, and you think it's going to cover you during a ransomware event or downtime or employee sabotage or any of these other things, think again. And it was like, they actually got a lot of people on that. So, maybe attack, it's still cybersecurity, it's just taking it from a different angle that they want to know, kind of like,
that's what I'm trying to find, things like that.
Yeah, what your insurance company is not telling you about their coverage for cyber events or something like that. And so that webinar, something like that, or 7 ways your employees are going to, sabotage your business, even the good ones or something like that.
Right.
You gotta think of it more from their perspective of, you don't want to just keep hammering the, cyber protections you got to have in place now, although that still works. You need a slightly different angle, because if I feel like I've got my if I feel like I got a good IT company and I'm protected and I'm fine, I'm not going to get on that webinar.
Right.
So it's going to be navigating that a little bit with your audience to find out what really does appeal